move up a bridge.
That's supposed to
No, we can
feel better.
logic.
Are we gonna die? We have plus 9 acrobatics.
We're gonna try not to.
Screaming is a reaction.
I'm a dragon.
I run.
Proceeds to cry. I'm dead.
It's magic.
That's what we're off.
When I have dark vision.
Yeah.
You can proceed to eye the dirt.
Neru.
You lied to me.
Yeah, no chicken nugget tail this time.
The dragon looks at Neru.
Can I use invisibility?
No.
Okay.
You see that the dragon is done with with all your party members. It starts walking slowly to you until everything in this arena freezes in time. The dragon doesn't move. The dust in the air that was once blowing is still just frozen. Everything is still. You see a Neru with red eyes appear right below the dragon. It starts walking toward you, Neru. As this other Neru walks toward you, everything around you starts turning into smoke, fading away. The Neru will say to you, "Oh, I need to bring you to a different channel in this one."
No.
We'll be back.
What?
You with me?
Yes.
Okay. I purposely put you here. Because
Cool.
this is up to you what you bring back to the party.
Yay, that's so fun.
So, as Neru with red eyes looks at you and starts walking towards you, everything starts fading away. Neru will say, Orsensil is real. Its presence is strong in this room. If you aren't careful, this will be your fate. The other Neru will stop right in front of you. All you see now is the other Neru. Everything else is just empty void, black, and the smoke. Neru, as the other Neru, or as you know as Nidhog, starts to disappear from in front of you. I will not be able to save you. The other Neru fades away. And I'm going to bring you back.
I was thinking about asking Nidhog to save me, but I wasn't sure if
That's
I wasn't
fair.
sure.
But anyways, that's the information I just gave you is up to you whether you give it to the party when you get the chance or not. So
Okay.
here we go. We're going back.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Hey, y'all.
We have theories.
Game theories.
Ah, you beat me too.
Theories outside the game.
So, Beckner, Dr. Beckner, Oh wait,
Doc.
you guys can stay in there. You can stay with the dragon. It's fine. Dragon's fine.
Okay. You mean our remnants can stay with the dragon?
Well, I mean, some of your remnants. Some of you have gone just completely MIA. Acid. Dr. Beckner.
Never here.
When you gave Neru that piece of paper to go draw on, when she started walking away, she suddenly fainted and hit the ground hard.
I run over and check her for injury first, and then kind of ease her onto her back.
Yep. Just so we're clear, it's only Neru, Dr. Beckner, and Merrick again. She seems fine, but she's out. Like, out.
Wednesday Addams style.
I don't know this reference. I know who you're talking about, I just don't know the reference.
I know the reference.
Fair.
That's all we needed.
So anyways,
One person.
as you flip her over to the back and make sure there's a blinding light that hits the room, and Merrick and Dr. Beckner, you'll see that Sophie and Vasquez appear. By the way, none of you guys know none of this shit, and you're back to knowing what you knew before you left.
Yep.
I kind of figured.
Yep.
I look over at the other two and, oh, welcome back. Nice timing. Neru just fainted.
I kind of hurt me over. She's still breathing?
Wait, did we all get here, or is it just Vasquez?
You and Vasquez, both of you.
Oh, I rushed over to help her too.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still breathing. She just kind of fainted. The medicine check just to see if I can tell anything. 18.
She's breathing. She's an all accountability living, but she's not waking up.
While he's doing that, I want to do a perception check to look around and see if somebody is doing something.
That's fair.
That'd be a 10.
So far, the only things that you've noticed is the small one fell for some reason. The smart one went and checked up on her. And now there's 2 more people in here.
I kind of take a gathering of where we are and look at the 2 of them and go, so how long has it been this time?
Oh, yes, sorry. I was... Yeah, Neru threw stuff off there for a moment. Okay, I think for a moment. So what you missed, Neru blew up that bridge. She did a really good job at it, too. And as we were running, 9 brought us in here, or brought us down to here. We are now in the Ratfolk Undercity.
Who's 9?
Oh, wow, you have been gone a while, haven't you? Yeah,
How
so...
long have I been gone? We were in the forest.
Vasquez, you've only been gone about a day, so what would that put Sophie at?
Gosh,
three
she's
days?
4 days.
Yeah. Thank you, Merrick. So we changed our alliance a bit. We're working with the Rat Folk because we figured that would be better for our goals.
Were you still here when we spoke about this? I don't think you were.
Mm-mm.
We got back from the forest to begin with.
Or Sophie. I start
I
panicking.
kind of look
Where's Sophie?
the other two.
Oh, she's still at the hotel. She's safe. She's being watched by the rat folk, and they're going to bring her down anytime. Oh, yes, and we are going to meet with their High Council here in any time.
What are we meeting for?
You guys see Neru kind of flinching, and her face
They
kind
run
of
to
looks
her.
like it's crying a little bit, kind of turning away like she's having a bad dream.
Neru.
I don't think there's much we can do.
I'll take off my jacket and kind of lay it under her head as a pillow.
Okay.
Yeah, with everything you two, I kind of motion it. Which of the two of you? You would have been Sophie. No, Vasquez. Yeah, I motioned to Vasquez. But, as I say that, with the things you two have been going through mentally, this isn't too surprising, honestly.
I just kind of give a nod.
Oh, yes, Sophie. These two have been seeing things pretty badly since we left the forest.
What kind of things?
The kind that we believe are real until somebody snaps us out of it.
I kind of rubbed the back of my head. She attacked me last night, thinking I was an enemy.
I just look at her with pity and sadness. We'll try to figure
I flip
out
her
how
off.
to cure your illness after we figure out what's going on here. I guess. Just don't drink any more poison, because I learned my lesson.
That's the lesson you learned out of that all?
Oh, shut up.
Neru
I
will
just shrug.
start to wake up.
Hey, Rue!
Are you alright? What was that all about?
Neru will sit up, and look really, her face will look really focused. Her hands will be shaking a little. She kind of just looks around. We're back at the room.
We never left. I just gave you a paper to draw on. And you fainted.
I
Hey, Rue?
I had I don't even know, I guess a vision maybe. We can't go to the council. It's death awaits us. If we go, we're all gonna die, and I don't know.
I'll look at the others.
She's just really panicked.
I kind of gently scoop Neru in a hug.
Confused Merrick noises.
I kind of just study everybody's face because I am on her side.
Neru takes a
Why
deep
would-
breath.
Reading the room.
We were on the way to the council. When we got to the council, then it was this big skeleton dragon, and then it was Sophie who died, and then it was Merrick, and then Beckner, and then Vasquez, and then everything went everything paused. Time was still, and I saw me with red eyes. It was Nidhog, and her voice is shaking. And
Take
they
your
told
time. And I pat her on the head.
they told me that they would not be able to save me, and that Orsentil's presence was really, really strong in that room, and that they would not be able to save me if I don't change my fate.
Why would the council have any reason to off us?
I don't think that was the council, because forgot his name, because he died. She died too. Actually, she died first.
Who?
I'm sorry, I forgot her name.
What'd she look like?
I'm
Neru?
laughing out of character. The rat folk who's gonna bring us there.
Nine?
Yeah, her. She dies first. So I don't think that she's intentionally bringing to the dead dragon, or it's not dead, it's undead, and I don't know.
So, okay. So you said you think this was a vision and Nidhog was involved. What happened before we got to the council room? That way we know whether to believe that we're on the same track or not.
Well, it was just me, Beckner, and Merrick, and got their name again. They came into the room, and she said, let's go, it's time to go. And, so it was Beckner who went first, and then me and Merrick, and we walked down this like hallway, and slowly like rat folk, there was like no one else there. It was just us and the rat folk, and that sorry, I forgot their name again.
I'm guessing you
Yeah.
don't like this person. You keep forgetting their name.
No, I'm just really bad with names.
It's canon.
That's why I'm not
Not
correcting.
And then Sophie and Vasquez just like showed up behind us like while we were walking down the hallway. So but there was no light. They just said that they were always here, and I said no, and Sophie said yes. So I just believed her. That's it.
Do you think maybe this wasn't exact, but maybe a warning of some sort?
I don't know. She pretty much believes it.
I just saw every one of you guys get murdered, okay?
I
did not-
understand, Neru, but this isn't the first time that we've seen someone be murdered and they not actually be dead.
That is true, but this time is different because Nidhog visited me, and I made a deal with Nidhog. They are not possessing me without consent, okay?
Nine will
I'm
start
going to have to
crawling
agree
into the
with her.
burrow.
What was that?
9 will start crawling into the burrow. For those of you paying attention.
I'm going to have to agree with Neru on the Nidhogg thing. Nidhogg is mysterious, but I do trust them as much as I trust anyone who has cosmic power like that.
I think that
What happens if we don't see the council? We've made it this far.
Why wouldn't we see the council?
I kind of jump a bit.
Nine is looking at all of you.
Because I was not paying attention.
I was focused on
Quick
it.
note for the two of you that haven't been here, because I forgot you probably didn't get this description. In this room that you're in, There are 4 beds. There's a U-style couch in the middle. There's a workbench in the corner, a chopping block, and an open, a chopping block like in a kitchen type setting in the same room. There's no doors. There's a room, closet type room with a steady stream of water pouring from the ceiling onto the floor. And it just seems to be draining. I don't assume, since you guys were busy, you actually took time to go look at it, but there's a steady stream in the other room. And then those of you who had tried the beds, their beds are okay at best. I wanted to get that away before I moved on to my other notes. So why I came here to collect you to go see the council. Why do we not wish to see the council now?
I kind of just look at the 3 that were here before Sophie and I showed up.
Maybe, do you think, I know this might be asking a lot, but could you maybe bring the council here?
You know not what you say. That would be very disrespectful.
Neru, I have an idea. Could you describe to 9 what you think the council chambers look like?
Yeah, they look like it's this, after you go through the hallway, and the hallway closes in behind you.
Has a weird
just
look.
based off my guess. Then it's this big circle, arena type area. Kind of, that's, yeah. Is that correct?
First, nothing closes necessarily behind you. We're only talking to the council. We're not trying to keep you. I mean, in basic structure, yeah, it's...
What if just 1 or 2 of us went and sent back word when we know that everything's going well and nothing strange is happening?
They wish to speak to you all. I told them that some of you may or may not be here due to your... I wish to call it a disappearing act, but the ones that I would have would come, and the ones that would appear later would have to go later. Everybody who lives here needs to speak to the council.
Can I ask you something, 9?
Yes.
She's a little proud of herself for remembering the name. Have you ever seen a dragon before? Like a skeleton dragon?
Orsensil.
Yeah.
I kind of exchange a glance
Is
with whoever's next to me outside of Neru.
so
I exchanged
Orsensil
that
is a
glance with you.
Orsensil is a skeleton dragon, correct?
Yeah. We have a statue. There's a big statue of him in that same quote-unquote Coliseum where we're going. You'll be able to see it too. I assure you it's not living, if that's where you're getting at.
I see. Yeah. Like, is there really no possible way for the council to come to us? Because I just feel like I understand it's super like disrespectful and all, but
she kneels down and puts her hand on your shoulder. Neru, and looks you dead in the eye. You are under my protection here. You are probably one of the safe... Your group is probably the safest living creatures here right now, outside of the council themselves. And when you're in their care, as long as you follow that simple rule of do not lie, We will take care of you. You will. There's nothing to fear.
Nine, I promise. I have never lied before. Ever, okay? And I had a vision that Orson killed you and me and everyone in this room.
That's not how Orson works.
Well, I actually can tell the future, and I never lie, so.
I kind of exchange looks with everyone else in the room.
I never ever lie, and I can tell the future, and I'm telling you right now that Orson killed us all, even you, Nine.
If Orson wanted me, they could have me at any point.
I kind of look at the group.
There is.
Oh, sorry.
I have to keep you safe. For what you guys did is a huge win for us, but as you well know, is a very big crime topside. If you don't talk to the council, you will die.
Can we just go back up?
Can you just bring the council to us?
The
It's so
council will
silly.
not. The council has more than earned the respect of us going to them.
Well, we just.
Neru, is there a way that
I think
you
that's
could come
pretty
with us
respectable.
that would make you feel safe? The doors will not close. Blocking your exit.
What if can you take the Orson statue and take it out of the room?
I reflexively laughed just a tiny bit.
When you see the Orson statue, you'll quickly understand that is not a thing that can happen.
Because it's a big statue?
It takes up most of the room.
Look, I don't think we have much of a decision here. We either go speak to them and we have safety here, or we go back up above and face whatever may come alone.
I vote up there!
I'm not saying that there isn't meaning behind what you saw, Neru, but maybe we don't understand the whole picture.
But if we go and we don't change anything, then what I saw in my vision is gonna happen exactly as we saw it. Even I guess me telling Nine and you about it maybe change something, but we're not actually changing something. We're just going to death, knowing that we're going to die.
No one's going to die. You have my word.
Can I attempt to talk to Neru telepathically?
Yeah, you can. Honestly, you've been doing it enough, and you've had a quote-unquote long rest. By the way, Sophie, that 15 hit point thing, you're back to, you're good. You're.
What do you mean 15 hit point? That was 37.
Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, you've all had like a long rest since you've been blinked. Yes.
Well, it doesn't rely on long rest.
No, I know.
Okay.
But how I was running it was at least for the initial part, since you didn't have control of it, I was using that as one of the few mechanics. So yeah,
that makes sense.
You can proceed to do so.
Neru will just hear in her head. I can talk here, or I can just text her, whichever you would prefer. Actually, I'll ask.
Since it's Go ahead and talk to it now. It'll be fine.
Okay. So Neru will just hear in her head. I think there's more to this than we understand, Neru. I'm not saying that talking to the council doesn't mean that we won't die, by Orson Cell specifically, because I don't trust that to begin with. But I don't think we have much choice either. But you can talk to me here, through the whole thing, and at any point something matches, we'll leave. Okay?
Okay.
And you would note that Bosque isn't moving lips when you hear this. It's just in your head.
Can you hear my thoughts?
Do you say this with
Do
your
you say
mouth?
this out loud?
No, Neru was thinking that, and
Okay.
she looked at you like a little
There-
bit surprised.
A grin creeps across Bosque's face, and you hear, "Yes, actually, I can."
You know, I don't know how to describe this. I'm just gonna send an emoji.
Amazing.
That's the face that it's making.
You guys will note that 9 is starting to get a weird look on their face. Because you're essentially, you both are like looking at each other, and one of you just grinned.
I'm gonna look away then. I'm gonna make eye contact with 9. And I'm gonna think that's really cool.
And I give a short laugh.
I'm gonna just stand up at this and just, okay, I think we're ready.
Perfect.
No, we're not ready. Wait,
Yes, we can do this, Neru.
I'm gonna can I use a charm spell on 9?
Do you wish to use the charm
Yeah.
spell on 9?
I'm gonna say in my head, would I use a charm spell on 9?
You immediately hear a response. I don't think it's a good idea to make enemies of the only allies we have, Neru.
But if it works, then we can get 9 to get the council to come to us.
Charming one person isn't gonna convince a whole council to come to us. Let's just go,
Oh.
okay? We'll hang to the back. You feel uncomfortable, we leave.
Okay, but
And
if
I'll
the
stand up and offer my hand to Neru.
Is there, kind of looking around, is there other concerns that need to be discussed?
yes. So, you know what? Let's start. We can start walking there, okay? And if so far it happens like it is in my vision, then we stop, okay?
Oh, okay. But I will say that
Didn't I?
the council does, has a lot of time, and it is also rude to keep them waiting. Provided that they're doing more of a service trying to keep you down here.
Yeah, I understand that. That's really
But,
nice of them.
If it makes you feel safe, if we have to stop, then we will.
Okay.
Okay?
Deal.
We'll hash it out as we go. Anybody else? Is there any other issues that we need to discuss beforehand? I didn't realize there was such a problem going into this.
I don't want to die.
I shake my head. There wasn't before. It's just I kind of just gesture at Neru.
Okay. Well, none of you should die. Has a very concerned.
There's been a lot going on. I think Neru is just a little nervous.
That's fair, but we can get going. She will motion to the door.
Neru will hear in her head, "What exactly did Nidhog say to you?" And I'll grab her hand and help her up.
In her head, Nidhogg said that he will not be able to save me, and that Orsentil's presence is very strong in the room, and I should change my fate.
Well, I'm not saying we should completely trust these people, but maybe just seeking safe passage.
Ooh, that's an idea. We should have 9 go first.
She kind of is Neru. And I'm gonna start following the group if the group's going. And just kind of tug Neru along.
Have all of you left the little burrow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nehru, Vasque, and Sophie.
I pick up some.
Oh yeah, I'm following the group, like behind. As soon as Merrick and Dr. Beckner start heading out, I follow behind them with Neru beside me.
What's the floor like? Is it dirt, cobble?
It's more cobble. When you get it's a heavily mixed because you guys are underground. Imagine a cave setting. Is basically your walls and roof. But you have nice-ish furniture and a constant stream.
I wish to pick up some dirt and pebbles before we leave.
9. I can prove it to you that my vision is real.
You're outside when you say this?
Yes.
You'll note when you're outside that there's a bunch of rat folk all around. You'll even see rats running up to some rat folk as if they were pets. Everybody's just out and about around their little burrows. What's that?
Oh wait, are we like right outside of the
Burrow? Your little house? Yeah.
I thought it was more like out of game. Wasn't it more like the farther we got, the less people there were, or was there no?
When you
people,
left the burrow before in your dream thing, there was nobody. It was just you guys. That was it.
Okay.
While we're walking, immediately after we step out, I'm going to message Beckner and relay what Neru and I spoke of and what Nidhogg said to her in telepathic.
Yep.
I don't remember. Have you talked to Beckner telepathically before?
Once, I believe.
It was a fail.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came through garbled, so this is the first time you would have heard it clearly.
I kind of jump and look around and kind of glance over at you and raise an eyebrow.
I quickly say, "Oh, sorry, right. New thing I can do. You can talk to me by thinking."
Impressive. But, and I assume now you relay everything.
Yeah. So it would have been like hey, Beckner, I should tell you what she said. You might have some insight. And then waited for a response.
Okay, very well. What? I assume you're meaning Neru.
Correct. And I'll just tell you exactly our conversation we had. How what Nidhog said to her about changing her fate.
Yeah, as I said out loud, I do trust Nidhogg just enough, but this whole situation is really strange. I'm not sure. And how do we prepare without completely abandoning the whole path?
I don't know either. I feel like we don't have much choice in this. It's either back up above with no safety or down here and, not being hunted down.
Agreed. But we don't want to get into a situation we can't get out of.
I'm not really sure how to handle it. I'm thinking maybe we just trust them enough to stay safe, but not relay a bunch of information to them.
That might be best, as long as we, as Nine said, don't outright lie.
While you
I
guys are
wouldn't
doing
see
this,
any
are you
lie.
guys... Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm assuming your question is if we're still following her.
Well, I was gonna see, is this conversation happening while you guys are walking?
Yes. Well, for me, yes.
Okay.
I would still be following Nine, just silently having a conversation with Dr. Beckner.
Fair.
Hey, Nine.
Yes.
I know you said multiple times to not lie to the council, and I know that's pretty much common sense, right? But is there something that happens if you lie? Is there a magical thing that will kill us? Maybe? This didn't happen in my vision. I'm just asking,
She kind of sighs. To that, I can say you get one chance.
So I'm right? Am I right?
I'm not allowed to speak more of that.
So I am right.
But don't lie.
I won't lie.
For the council doesn't see your lie. It's someone more...
Orson will see my lie. It's okay,
She kind of nods.
So kind of whisper, is Orson still gonna kill us if we lie?
Please don't lie.
I won't lie.
I gently pat Neru on the head. We wouldn't have any need to lie, so why would that happen?
That's true.
Is there anything else? This is DM. Is there anything else you guys would like to discuss before I talk you guys through to back in that area?
I kind of keep glancing back to make sure things aren't closing up behind us, like she said was in her vision.
That's fair.
Yep.
Me too.
Okay, so while you guys are walking, there is a lot of people, or a lot of rat folk. You don't really see any other races down here. Just kind of about, like I said, with rats, lots of rats. As you walk through that short tunnel that three of you know, and then you guys start going down that long 120-foot dark tunnel. I understand some of you have dark vision. Calm down.
This is the tunnel where it closes in.
But unlike last time, Neru, you can see through this tunnel pretty clearly.
So we can see it closing.
Hold on. Ease up. So as you're walking
What?
down this tunnel, the tunnel behind you remains open. Nothing closes behind you.
But but I have dark vision.
You see the tunnel not close
There it
behind
is.
you
Okay.
in black and white.
I have dark vision too.
You have like a
I-
superior dark
I will
vision. You see in
say-
color. Your eye
Ultimate.
right now.
vision.
Your eyes are red, Neru, because you're in darkness. For those of you who don't have dark vision, you may have to cling on to somebody. As said before, for those who have not been here, there's a lot of this cavernous area is lit up by stones and fungi that are glowing. This tunnel, however, does not have any of that fungi or stone.
I would say I finished what I was going to say to Beckner by messaging him, and then I would switch back to talking to Neru right before we entered the council room. So it only lasts a minute.
Okay. You guys are good with walking into the council room now.
Yeah.
And you go first, okay?
Well, obviously 9 is going to go. 9 is leading the pack.
And they're just gonna slowly walk in.
All right, I'm going to bring you guys back.
Just gonna kind of look at the group and say, "Don't lie."
I just nodded a little bit.
We'll just hear in our head, just don't say anything if you're going to.
So now you guys should be seeing. Yep, you guys should be seeing the room. If you guys would like to order yourself again.
I would be behind Beckner and
Yeah, I'd probably be up front again, just like before.
I'm in the back.
The door is still open, right?
Huh?
The entrance is still open, right?
Everything is still open. I'm right about to describe to you this Coliseum. I just wanted to make sure that none of you just decided to haul ass before I got here. So now that you guys are here, it opens up to this Coliseum. Where you see this Orson Still symbol, there is a massive statue of a skeleton dragon that is it has multiple horns, just kind of spraying off in different directions, as you see how the symbol kind of does with its horns, kind of directing at these high podiums that you see cloaked figures on. You will see there's three gates, one right in front of you, one to the right and one to the left, and then obviously the open area that is behind you. There will be a small stand underneath this Orson Still statue where 9 will walk up into. Before she heads there, she'll say, please wait.
I'm just gonna nod.
I was gonna say, do any of you decide to do the move thing?
Nah.
I will kind of tilt my head to the statue and say praise Orson Still.
Yep. And this does reach all the way to the ceiling of this, much bigger than Neru. This Skellyman statue is much bigger than the one that you dreamed of. Just so.
Noted.
These 3 gates are closed. As 9 speaks in the middle, I'm gonna give it to at least Dr. Beckner. Actually, I'll give it to the bards and Beckner, because you guys would know about reverberations. As Nine speaks in the middle, her vocals travel through the statue and out the little horns, making very loud, boisterous noise. So the statue is actually magnifying her voice. As she says, "I, Mies, have brought the new recruits that successfully took out the bridge. I hereby put my name on their loyalty and recommend their immediate assignment to my group, with level 1 access to the Traviswera."
Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Do you feel an impending doom looming over your soul? If you visit the Patreon link below, it won't help with that, but it will speed up the content creation process. And Jessica, the Eternal Abyss, will allow you one pet. Alright, that's enough. I'll see you next time.